Ragnaloardmon has only ever made appearances in two decks, Ragnaloardmon, and as a top end for one other deck, Machinedramon. This Digimon was first introduced way back in BT3, or Special Booster 1.5, and then later brought back in Starter Deck 13, but the deck itself has never been top tier. How does Infernal Ascension add to the deck? Let's look at all of these new Legend Arms cards. 4 eggs. The first one is Sakuttomon. This egg has a your turn once per turn effect, where when an effect places a Digivolution card with a Legend Arms trait under this Digimon, gain 1 memory. Kind of spicy considering this egg is basically like Duramon from BT7. Kakkinmon has the opposite effect of start of your main phase. By returning 1 card with the Legend Arms traits from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the hand, gain 1 memory. I'm reminded of some elements of Grace Novamon, although it's not a perfect one-to-one. With Zubamon, this Digimon returns with a Digivolution of 0 from Kakkinmon or Sakuttomon, from the hand and main. By paying 1 memory and placing this Digimon card as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon that's level 3, or has the Legend Arms trait, that Digimon gets plus 4000 DP for the turn. Additionally, your turn once per turn when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, draw 1. Already, I'm loving Sakuttomon with this Digimon because glancing at every other Digimon on this list, they all have a hand main effect. This is hella exciting. Zubamon also has an inheritable of giving your Digimon plus 2000 DP on your turn. Simple and sweet. With Zubaeagermon, this Digimon has the same inheritable as Zubamon, and also an almost identical hand main effect to Zubamon for the 1 memory cost, but can only equip to a level 4 Digimon, or a Digimon with the Legend Arms trait. The Digivolution also allows something for the first time in which you can color cross more effectively between red and black. With Duramon, this Digimon has a hand main effect that now requires a 2 cost to place this under a Digimon that's level 5 or has the Legend Arms trait, but instead of a DP buff, gives you security attack plus 1 for the turn. Your turn once per turn when an effect places a Digimon under this Digimon, it gains Raid and Piercing for the turn. Considering you could have buffed this Digimon beforehand with a tuck of any of your other Digimon, you now get a slap into your opponent's Digimon and then pierce over for security checks. My only issue with the up-and-coming format ultimately comes from the fact that there are so many Ace Digimon, and therein lies the trap. For its inheritable, when this Digimon's attack target is switched, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. But the line only achieves complete power with Durandamon, a level 6 Digimon that digivolves for 4 from a red generically, or a level 5 Digimon with the Legend Arms trait. While this Digimon does have Raid and Piercing, luckily, this Digimon can attack when it digivolves, giving it a pseudo blitz ability. The best part, it doesn't even have to be this Digimon. When you look at that main, by paying 3 memory to place this card in the Digivolution cards of your level 6 Digimon, or a Digimon with the Legend Arms traits, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as that Digimon. And while you may be wondering how you'll get sources back, the solution ultimately comes in the form of Kakkinmon, allowing you to return the Digimon placed into the sources, and then digivolve into it. The inheritable of this card simply provides Piercing, and an additional effect of if this Digimon is Ragnaloardmon, you negate the security effects of cards checked in security. This includes even powerful cards like Magnamon that could be hit in security for the D-Digivolve. Jumping to Ragnaloardmon, this Digimon is similar to Mastamon Ace, in that you can DNA Digivolve from a red and black level 6 Digimon normally, or Blast Digivolve from Durandamon or bryweludramon with the other in hand. This makes it much more flexible in that once you get to 1, the moment your opponent attacks, the trap goes off. This Digimon has Raid and Reboot and an on-play when digivolving effect that trashes the top card of your opponent's security stack. And this Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if DNA Digivolving, you de-digivolve 1 on all of your opponent's Digimon and delete 1 of them. Keep in mind, even though Magnamon X could be attacking, and you blast Digivolve into this Digimon, you must fully resolve all of your effects before Magnamon X gets to trigger its immunity effect. Because even though a security was trashed, if you did DNA Digivolve, you will de-digivolve and then attempt to delete Magnamon. Continuing to the black cards of the Legend Arms, first up it's Spadamon. This Digimon can digivolve from Sakuttomon or Kakkinmon for 0, or 1 memory from any generic black or red level 2. By paying 1 memory, you can tuck this under a level 3 Digimon or a Digimon with Legend Arms traits to draw 1. On play, by trashing 1 card with the Legend Arms traits in your hand, you draw 2. When attacking, this Digimon has a once per turn effect that deletes one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. But with Ludomon, this Digimon has identical Digivolutions, cost, and stats as Zubamon. From the hand during your main phase, you can tuck this Digimon to get plus 2000 DP, with a level 3 or Legend Arms trait Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn. On one hand, Zubamon is only for your turn, and the extra DP here could honestly be really useful. The inheritable is instead plus 2000 DP on your opponent's turn. Your turn when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, draw 1. For tialudomon, the effects are mostly the same, tucking under a level 4 or Legend Arms traits Digimon for the same plus 2000 DP buff through your opponent's turn. But on your turn, if you placed a card under this Digimon, you get blocker and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. Honestly, this is what I was looking for, the blocker aspect. Raijiludomon, when tucked, forces one of your opponent's Digimon to attack. I actually love this aspect considering this Digimon could gain blocker and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. The inheritable for this Digimon is perfect in that it provides the protection you need for your stack by deletion based effects. It's a good thing that Bandai is specifying your opponent's effects, because Greymon X is still a hilarious interaction with Skull Greymons. By trashing 1 card with the Legend Arms traits, once per turn you can prevent its deletion by battle or card effect. But of course, bryweludramon brings home the ultimate shield, considering you can cause a D-Digivolve 1 when you tuck it under your Digimon, and also has blocker reboot. When you Digivolve into this Digimon, you have the universal protection from Digimon based effects through your opponent's turn. The best part of this card, the inheritable provides blocker, and while this Digimon is Ragnaloardmon, it can't leave the battle other than by your effects or deletion. While powerful, this effect is only on your opponent's turn, meaning if you hit a security option that would make it leave when you attack, that's it. Additionally, D-Digivolve is one element to get around this Digimon as well. But the last and final card to go over for this set review episode is, of course, the inheritance of the legendary sword and shield. This 3-cost red-black option card can be played, ignoring its color requirements if you have a Digimon with a Legend Arms trait. Conveniently, even Spadamon in the Rays will help fulfill the color requirement. Main, you may place 1 Digimon card with the Legend Arms traits from your trash under one of your Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. Then place this card in the battle area. All turns, when one of your Digimon would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, delay, you may play 1 Legend Arms traits Digimon from the Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying costs. Considering you could promote out Spadamon and play this option card to tuck say bryweludramon or durandamon, you could already be 1 piece away considering if your opponent removes that level 3 Digimon via effect, an instant level 6 is on board. Surprisingly, I also think this is the first delay option that simply says activate the main effect versus spelling it all out. With all these new support cards, do you think Ragnaloardmon has a shot at the upcoming meta? Some data on Digimon meta suggests that this deck is definitely viable, and although Sakuttomon was looking good at first, I truly think Kakkinmon might be the way to go, and basing it in black for the control elements that are needed. After all, D-Digivolving an Ace Digimon can provide so much value with the overflow. Let me know your thoughts on these new cards, and I'll catch you on the finale of EX6 Infernal Ascension. While I started with the 7 Great Demon Lords, the end has the angels descending. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.